All right, guys, I am back at a lake that I came to a couple years ago. It's about 4.5 mile hike in, and I really wanted to catch lake trout or Mackinaw. It's one of the few backcountry lake trout lakes that I know about, and we were just bank fishing, and all I caught were cutthroat, but Sidra caught several, 12 to 16 inch Mackinaw or lake trout. So I'm doing a bit of a redemption hike today. I'm doing something a little bit different here. You can see I got a big pack on. So I got about 20 pounds on my back. And I'm actually packing in a kayak so I can do some backcountry kayak fishing. So I got a long hike ahead of me, but I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting into some lake trout out of my kayak. Let's get going. What a bizarre little rabbit that is. Love those guys, the pikas. Okay, we made it. It's time to get down there and get the kayak set up. This lake had a big wildfire several years ago. It burned all around it. But water clarity looks pretty good, so I think we're still good to go fishing. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is get my kayak aired up. My paddles right here. These only weigh a couple pounds. That part's done. Super easy. Nice little paddle. I got a little foot pump, hand pump. So this is a 3-chamber kayak. So if I get a hole in it when I'm fishing, it's not that big a deal because I also have 2 other chambers. Okay, so there's my kayak. I need to get my rods and reels ready, and we'll get out on the water and do some fishing. Alright, so hopefully this thing extends out under water. It's just the kind of thing that I would see Max hanging out on. I'm going to let the wind push me down along this thing. See how deep it is out here. It's pretty deep. Oh, I got hit on the way down. I was like, why did it stop falling so fast? I got hit right away. This feels heavy. This could be a nice fish. It's definitely not fighting like those. Oh yeah, this is my Mackinaw right here. This is my lake trout I came to get. Sweet. Yes, I got one. That is awesome. Man, that is what I wanted. This is what I came here for. Here we go. My first Mac. Got him on the top hook on that jig. Alright guys, some redemption. I finally got my first Mac up here. This is awesome. Look how big their mouths are. So big. Cool looking fish. Alright, let's get that guy going back in the water. Cool looking char though. Those spots all down through. It's pretty awesome. That guy looked a little hungry though. He could use a meal. So let's see if we can't find a bigger one. Healthier looking one. That guy's kind of snaky. Back away from this rock wall. At least my idea to come over here makes sense. Panned out. Okay. Trying to keep these hooks as far away from the kayak as possible. Oh, there's a hit. That was a big hit. Nice. This is fighting more like the cutthroats were. Squirrely. Rolling all around. That was a good hit though. Smacked it. Yeah, you can definitely tell the cutthroats when they hit. They hit and go absolutely bonkers. Okay, I got you, buddy. Another pretty cutty. Okay, so I switched up here. Something a little more natural colors. I'm gonna head over to that stream and flow, but I might make a stop in the middle of the lake and just try jigging super deep. Just to see what's out here. There we go, there's fish. Failed to pick it up on the way down. Oh, it's off, dang. Keep losing them. Seems to be effective though. I'm getting bit. I got bit twice in a row there, just casting out and letting it fall. And then just as it swings through the water column, I'm getting bit. I'm not sure what it is because I keep losing them both. I guess I'll just yo-yo this back to the kayak. There's fish. Nice. That was down near the bottom. Ooh. Feels hefty. What do we got here? Oh yes, we got another Mac. This one looks a little bit healthier than the last one I got. There we go. Cool. That's what's been biting me out here. I figured it was. There's our Mackinaw, or Lake Trout. See, they've got those spots there to char. Remember the char families, they spawn in the fall. Pretty little fish. Look at the size of that mouth though. Definitely a Piscean predator. Okay, let's get that guy going. There he goes. Alright, so it seems like the key for all of the fish I have been getting have been Max is just to cast out here in the deep water and let it fall. Then just jig it back or yo-yo it back to the kayak. There's one. I'm using... Oh, this guy's squirrely. Dragging me around, getting a Lake Trout sleigh ride. Yeah, it's a decent one. Pretty. There we go. Most of the fish that we caught last time were in the 1 to 3 pound class, and that seems to be what I'm encountering today. Really beautiful fish, deeply forked tail. Not native to Washington State. They're native to the northern Canada and eastern United States. They've been in this lake, I think, since the 30s, so almost 100 years here. They were introduced a long time ago. So I let it fall pretty quickly for the first 10 seconds or so. I get past sort of that cutthroat trout zone. Then once it gets deeper, I start just popping it as it's swinging towards the kayak. And then once it makes contact with the bottom, like it does there, I just start yo-yoing it back to the kayak. I seem to be getting a lot of them right near the bottom. There we go. There's a bite. I'm just using 10-pound braid mainline, 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. Yep. Most of these fish seem to be in that 1 to 3 pound size class, so. Ooh, got him. He popped off right there, too. Cool. Just a little guy. Super pretty. Alright, let's get him going. There he goes. So I'm using the Eagle Claw Trailmaster. This is their 6'6" medium. I wanted something with a little more backbone, since I knew I was going to be using heavier lures to get down deep to these fish. Just having that little bit extra backbone is kind of nice. Plus having a 6'6" rod's a little bit better than a shorter rod, especially because I'm trying to keep some distance between the lure and my inflatable kayak. A shorter rod, more likely the fish is going to run into the kayak and maybe put a hole in it, which would be a bad day for me. This isn't really designed for fishing. It's just got thin material, so I just got to be a little bit careful. It does have 2 bladders in here, so I'm not like I'm going to sink, but I'm not going to be dry either. Okay, so I moved down this other end of the lake. See if I can't find something to bite. Slowed down. I don't know if it's because the area I moved to didn't have as many fish, or maybe time of day. I haven't fished down here yet. Not sure if this is deep or shallow. Ooh, felt that as soon as it hit the bottom. This feels like it's another Mac or Lake Trout. Yep. Not the biggest one of the day, but I'll take it. There we go. Cool looking fish. See ya. That's my first cast over here in the deep area. On this other end of the lake I hadn't fished, so that's good to see. They're still biting, I'm just in the wrong area. So I got that one casting towards the steep drop off here along these rocks. I'll try a repeat of that again. The good thing about this heavy jigs is you can cover a lot of water. I brought a bunch of spinners and spoons, but I know that if I started fishing those, I'm just going to be picking up cutthroat off the surface, so I don't get the chance to catch a lot of lake trout, so there's a bite right there. Right there he is, got him. Whoa. Feels like a beast. This definitely feels like a heavier fish. Whoa. What we got here? Oh yeah, this is a pretty decent lake trout. Biggest one of the day. Nice. There you go, pretty fish. I seem to be finding a max out here in this deeper water away from this scree slope. I went behind me, it started to shallow up, and I started getting cutthroats. I don't want cutthroats. They scare me with how wiggly they are near the kayak. There we go, there's fish. Feels decent. Definitely a lot more weight to the max that are in here. Oh yeah, nice fish. Yes. That's a good one. That's a thick boy there. Look how thick that one is. It's a nice fish. Big fork tail on him. See you later, buddy. There we go. That was a good hit. Way out here deep. It's definitely been the story today. Deep fish. Ooh. Decent one. I brought all this other tackle, but I couldn't use it because it was just designed more for shallow water fishing. It's a nice one. Alright folks, that's going to do it for me today. I had a great day up here coming up into the backcountry to catch these backcountry lake trout out of a kayak. That's a really cool adventure. Didn't get any giants, but I mean, these are really beautiful fish, you know, 1 to 3 pounds. That's a nice fish for a backcountry lake. Alright, I'll put links to all of the products I used today, including my rods, tackle, and the jigs that I was using. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time. Just remember, fish smarter, not harder.